Learn and grow your thinking. Social Studies. Primary School Living Examination 14. We should follow the following steps for great results. Roman figure number 1. Read the questioner. Problem. Roman figure number 2. Find the solutions to the questioner. Problem. Roman figure number 3. Circle the letter of the correct answer for all the questions. 1. Which of the following is one of the causes of divorce? A. Respect. B. Abuse. C. Peace. D. Trust. The answer is B. Abuse. Reason being, abuse is a common cause of divorce as it breaks trust and peace in the marriage. 2. What is customary marriage? A. A marriage conducted at the Kagotla by Kosi. B. A marriage whereby a man marries more than one wife. C. A marriage carried out according to the government rules. D. A marriage whereby a man marries his late brother's wife. The answer is A. A marriage conducted at the Kagotla by Kosi. Reason being, customary marriage follows traditional procedures, often conducted at the Kagotla under the authority of the Kosi. 3. Which of the following is a benefit of a large family? A. Labor is cheaply and easily provided. B. It is easy to provide living space for family members. C. It is cheap to financially support the extended family members. D. Parents can easily attend to the basic needs of their children better. The answer is A. Labor is cheaply and easily provided. Reason being, large families benefit from having more hands to work, especially in farming and household chores. 4. Which of the following describes the structure of the homesteads in a traditional ward? A. They are far apart. B. They are nucleated. C. They are built along the road. D. They are built in a semicircle. The answer is D. They are built in a semicircle. Reason being, traditional homesteads in a ward are often arranged in a semicircle for social cohesion and protection. Read the information below and use it to answer question 5. Before independence, Mr. Gunda was allocated land by Huskosi. However, 2 years later after independence, his son was allocated land by the land board. 5. What does the information above reflect about Dikkosi? A. Land was allocated by both Dikkosi and land board. B. Dikkosi have lost their power to allocate land. C. Dikkosi allocate land to their relatives only. D. All land is owned by Dikkosi. The answer is B. Dikkosi have lost their power to allocate land. Reason being, the shift from Dikkosi to land board allocation after independence shows a change in authority over land management. 6. How can peace be promoted in a village? A. By allocating land to strangers. B. By burning litter in the households. C. By tolerating people of different cultures. D. By accepting decisions made by the rich only. The answer is C. By tolerating people of different cultures. Reason being, peace is promoted through cultural tolerance and acceptance within communities. 7. Which of the following is an economic benefit of culture in Botswana? A. It brings unity. B. It is a way of life. C. It gives people identity. D. It is a source of employment. The answer is D. It is a source of employment. Reason being, culture can generate jobs through tourism, craft making, and cultural events. 8. Which of the following statements describes how population census is conducted in Botswana? A. Population census is carried out every 5 years. B. Only people with identity cards are counted. C. All people in each household are counted. D. Only citizens of Botswana are counted. The answer is C. All people in each household are counted. Reason being, a population census counts every person living in a household to get accurate data. Study the table below showing the population growth rate from 2020 to 2022. Use it to answer questions 9 and 10. Year, population growth rate, 2020, 2,546,402. 2021, 2,588,428. 2022, 2,630,296. 9. What is the trend of population growth rate reflected on the table? A. Decreasing. B. Fluctuating. C. Increasing. D. Stable. The answer is C. Increasing. Reason being, the population numbers rise steadily from 2020 to 2022, showing an increasing growth rate. 10. What is likely to occur as a result of the trend in the population growth rate? A. Lack of skilled manpower. B. High income levels. C. High crime rate. D. Less pollution. The answer is C. High crime rate. Reason being, rapid population growth can lead to unemployment and overcrowding, which often cause increased crime rates. 11. Which of the following is a possible solution to reduce rural-urban migration? A. Developing rural areas to create jobs. B. Offering people in rural areas less paying jobs. C. Encouraging citizens to move to other countries. D. Encouraging all non-citizens to go back to their countries. The answer is A. Developing rural areas to create jobs. Reason being, creating job opportunities in rural areas helps reduce the need for people to migrate to towns for employment. 12. Which of the following is a result of xenophobia? A. It leads to killing of foreigners. B. It protects human rights of citizens. C. It creates more jobs for local people. D. It encourages tolerance of non-citizens. The answer is A. It leads to killing of foreigners. Reason being, xenophobia causes hostility and violence against foreigners, sometimes resulting in killings. Use the map of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana below to answer questions 13 to 17. 13. What is the name of the mining area marked K? A. Damsha. B. Jwaneng. C. Soa. D. Tati. The answer is B. Jwaneng. Reason being, Jwaneng is a well-known diamond mining area in Botswana, marked K on the map. 14. Which set of economic activities are practiced in the area marked N on the map? A. Animal rearing, tourism and mining. B. Basket weaving, mining and fishing. C. Fishing, power production and transport. D. Fishing, basket weaving and crop production. The answer is C. Fishing, power production and transport. Reason being, the area marked N is near water bodies and infrastructure, supporting fishing, power production in brackets, hydroelectric, and transport. 15. Which type of vegetation is found in the area marked N on the map? A. Cactus. B. Aquatic. C. Acacia. D. Shrubs. The answer is B. Aquatic. Reason being, the area marked N, being near water, supports aquatic vegetation like water plants. 16. Why are deciduous forests commonly found in the area marked M on the map? A. It has infertile soils. B. It is a protected area. C. It has very high temperatures. D. It receives high amount of rainfall. The answer is D. It receives high amount of rainfall. Reason being, deciduous forests thrive in areas with high rainfall, which causes trees to shed leaves seasonally. 17. How does the area marked W benefit the economy of the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. By creating jobs. B. By allowing locals to hunt there. C. By allowing people to settle there. D. By encouraging the sale of animals. The answer is A. By creating jobs. Reason being, the area marked W likely includes parks or reserves that create employment through tourism and conservation. 18. Which of the following is a characteristic of a landlocked country? A. It has many seaports. B. It is surrounded by water. C. It has many railway lines. D. It lacks direct access to the sea. The answer is D. It lacks direct access to the sea. Reason being, a landlocked country is surrounded by land and does not have a coastline or seaport. 19. Which of the following is not a landlocked country? A. The motherlands of Africa, South Africa. B. The motherlands of Africa, Zimbabwe. C. The motherlands of Africa, Botswana. D. The motherlands of Africa, Zambia. The answer is A. The motherlands of Africa, South Africa. Reason being, South Africa has a coastline and is not landlocked, unlike Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Zambia. Read the information below and use it to answer question 20. In 1982, Jwaneng mine was opened. About 2,500 people came from different villages in Botswana to look for jobs in the mine. Only 500 people were hired while most of them were not hired. 20. What social problem was likely to occur in Jwaneng? A. Shortage of land. B. Increased crime. C. Gender-based violence. D. Shortage of manpower. The answer is B. Increased crime. Reason being, high unemployment due to few job opportunities can lead to social problems like increased crime rates. Study the picture below and use it to answer question 21. A man wearing protective cloths cutting the big stem of a tree using a grinder. 21. How does the activity shown in the picture affect the environment? A. By cooling down the air. B. By improving soil fertility. C. By destroying animal habitat. D. By reducing oxygen in the air causing global warming. The answer is C. By destroying animal habitat. Reason being, cutting down trees destroys habitats for many animals, affecting biodiversity. 22. Multi-party democracy is described as a system of government whereby different A. Political parties are allowed to exist in one country. B. Leaders provide services to members of their political parties. C. Party leaders are allowed to make decisions in their political parties. D. Candidates are allowed to represent their parties during national elections. The answer is A. Political parties are allowed to exist in one country. Reason being, multi-party democracy allows multiple political parties to participate in governance and elections. Read the information below and use it to answer question 23. Mr. Marimba comes from a country which is ruled by a king. The king is the head of state. 23. Which type of government is described above? A. Socialism. B. Monarchy. C. Democracy. D. Communism. The answer is B. Monarchy. Reason being, a monarchy is a government ruled by a king or queen, who is the head of state. 24. Which of the following problems facing the agricultural sector is correctly matched with its possible solution? Problems. Possible solutions. A. Low rainfall. Train farmers. B. Shortage of skilled labor. Use crawl manure. C. Diseases. Use vaccines. D. Poor soils. Grow drought-resistant crops. The answer is C. Diseases. Use vaccines. Reason being, vaccines help control and prevent diseases in plants and animals, making it the correct match. 25. How does the Motherlands of Africa, Botswana Meat Commission promote agriculture in the Motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. By supplying farmers with animal feeds. B. By paying herd boys hired by farmers. C. By providing vaccines for livestock. D. By providing market for farmers. The answer is D. By providing market for farmers. Reason being, Botswana Meat Commission helps farmers by buying their livestock, giving them a market to sell to. 26. What is the importance of CEDA to local industries? A. It manufactures machinery used in industries. B. It helps local industries with market. C. It gives loans to local entrepreneurs. D. It trains people in business skills. The answer is C. It gives loans to local entrepreneurs. Reason being, CEDA supports local industries by providing financial assistance through loans to start or expand businesses. 27. How do industries affect the environment? A. They cause pollution. B. They increase unemployment. C. They reduce the risk of health problems. D. They lead to development of new settlements. The answer is A. They cause pollution. Reason being, industries often release waste products into the environment, leading to air, water, and land pollution. 28. Which of the following is the correct order of the administrative of the Bechuanaland Protectorate? A. British High Commissioner right pointing arrow Resident Commissioner right pointing arrow Ditko C. B. British High Commissioner right pointing arrow Ditko C right pointing arrow Resident Commissioner. C. Ditko C right pointing arrow British High Commissioner right pointing arrow Resident Commissioner. D. Resident Commissioner right pointing arrow British High Commissioner right pointing arrow Ditko C. The answer is A. British High Commissioner right pointing arrow Resident Commissioner right pointing arrow Ditko C. Reason being, this was the administrative hierarchy during the Bechuanaland Protectorate era, with the British High Commissioner at the top. 29. Which of the following statements is an effect of the rise of nationalism in Bechuanaland in the 1960s? A. Bartering trade was introduced. B. Formal education was introduced. C. Bechuanaland people became migrant laborers. D. Political parties demanding independence were formed. The answer is D. Political parties demanding independence were formed. Reason being, the rise of nationalism led to the formation of political parties that sought independence from colonial rule. The picture below shows a mode of transport. Use it to answer question 30. A picture of an airplane flying on the sky. 30. What is the advantage of using the mode of transport shown on the picture? A. It can be used to transport heavy goods. B. It can be used to transport gases. C. It transports goods fast. D. It is cheap. The answer is C. It transports goods fast. Reason being, airplanes are the fastest mode of transport for moving goods over long distances. 31. Which of the following is an environmental benefit of using a bicycle as a means of transport? A. It is easy to maintain. B. Its usage is pollution free. C. It improves physical health. D. It is cheaper to buy than a car. The answer is B. Its usage is pollution free. Reason being, bicycles do not emit pollutants, making them environmentally friendly. 32. Why did the British declare Bechuanaland a protectorate? A. To rule many people. B. To acquire more land. C. To acquire raw materials. D. To secure the road to the north. The answer is D. To secure the road to the north. Reason being, the British declared Bechuanaland a protectorate to control the strategic route to northern territories. 33. Which of the following describes the democratic nature of the Kgotla in Botswana? A. People are allowed to perform traditional forms of cooperation in the Kgotla. B. People freely express their views on community matters in the Kgotla. C. Women are allowed to enter the Kgotla wearing trousers. D. Final decisions are made by the Kosi alone. The answer is B. People freely express their views on community matters in the Scotla. Reason being, the Scotla is a democratic forum where community members can openly discuss and express opinions. 34. Which of the following statements is true about the difference between local and central government? A. Local government is led by the mayor while central government is led by the chief. B. Local government is made up of town councils while central government is made up of district councils. C. Local government takes care of people in towns while central government takes care of people in rural areas. D. Local government maintains minor roads in the districts while central government maintains major roads in the country. The answer is D. Local government maintains minor roads in the districts while central government maintains major roads in the country. Reason being, this correctly distinguishes the responsibilities of local and central government. 35. Which of the following is not an example of corruption? A. Paying tax. B. Practicing fraud. C. Accepting bribery. D. Misusing public funds. The answer is A. Paying tax. Reason being, paying tax is a legal obligation, not corruption. 36. Why are the national symbols important? A. They represent the values of the ruling parties. B. They represent the motherlands of Africa, Botswana's values and history. C. They show that the motherlands of Africa, Botswana is a democratic country. D. They help to identify members of different political parties. The answer is B. They represent the motherlands of Africa, Botswana's values and history. Reason being, national symbols reflect a country's identity, heritage, and values. 37. What is the role of Ntlo-ya-dikgosi? A. To discuss matters which affect traditional customs. B. To ensure the proper use of the natural resources. C. To plan the economic development of the country. D. To discuss the national budget. The answer is A. To discuss matters which affect traditional customs. Reason being, Ntlo-ya-dikgosi advises the government on matters relating to customs and tradition. 38. Which of the following documents is required for one to vote in the motherlands of Africa, Botswana? A. Valid national identity card. B. Valid driver's license. C. National passport. D. Birth certificate. The answer is A. Valid national identity card. Reason being, a national identity card is required for voting to verify a citizen's eligibility. Read the information below and use it to answer question 39. Country X uses an electoral system whereby voters cast a vote for one candidate and the candidate with most votes wins the election. 39. Which type of electoral system is used by Country X? A. Proportional representation. B. Single transferable vote. C. First past the post. D. Block vote. The answer is C. First past the post. Reason being, in the first past the post system, the candidate with the most votes wins, which matches the description of Country X's electoral system. Read the information below and use it to answer questions 40 and 41. In 1994, the Hutu and the Tutsi tribes fought and this resulted in a large number of people being killed. 40. Which of the following African countries experienced the civil unrest described above? A. Chad. B. Niger. C. Rwanda. D. Cameroon. The answer is C. Rwanda. Reason being, the civil unrest between the Hutu and Tutsi tribes occurred in Rwanda in 1994. 41. What caused the civil unrest described above? A. Religious intolerance. B. Chieftaincy disputes. C. Political differences. D. Ethnic disputes. The answer is D. Ethnic disputes. Reason being, the conflict was mainly caused by ethnic tensions between the Hutu and Tutsi groups. 42. What is the role of peace parks? A. To encourage tourists to move freely. B. To manage the use of natural resources. C. To provide financial support to countries. D. To nurture good relations among countries. The answer is D. To nurture good relations among countries. Reason being, peace parks promote cooperation and peace by managing shared natural resources across borders. 43. Which of the following is not a basic human right? A. The right to health. B. The right to education. C. The right to free housing. D. The right to protection by law. The answer is C. The right to free housing. Reason being, free housing is not recognized as a basic human right, unlike health, education, and legal protection. 44. Which of the following organizations is not responsible for promoting human rights? A. World Trade Organization. B. United Nations Organization. C. Survival International Organization. D. Amnesty International Organization. The answer is A. World Trade Organization. Reason being, the WTO focuses on trade, not human rights promotion, unlike the other organizations listed. Use the map of Southern Africa below to answer question 45 and 49. 45. Which land is marked on the map? A. The motherlands of Africa, Angola. B. The motherlands of Africa, Malawi. C. The motherlands of Africa, Tanzania. D. The motherlands of Africa, Mozambique. The answer is D. The motherlands of Africa, Mozambique. Reason being, the land marked on the map corresponds to the motherlands of Africa, Mozambique in southern Africa. 46. What is the effect of global warming on the feature marked T? A. Water level rises. B. Surface water cools. C. Flooding is reduced. D. Fish population decreases. The answer is A. Water level rises. Reason being, global warming causes ice melting and thermal expansion, leading to rising water levels in lakes and seas. 47. What type of rainfall is likely to occur around the feature labeled R? A. Relief. B. Frontal. C. Cyclonic. D. Convectional. The answer is A. Relief. Reason being, relief rainfall occurs when moist air is forced to rise over mountains or highlands, causing rain, which fits the area around feature R. 48. What is the direction of Dodoma from the motherlands of Africa, Lesotho? A. Southeast. B. Southwest. C. Northwest. D. Northeast. The answer is D. Northeast. Reason being, Dodoma is located northeast of Lesotho on the map. 49. What is the name of the river marked U? A. Chobe. B. Orange. C. Limpopo. D. Zambezi. The answer is D. Zambezi. Reason being, the river marked U on the map is the Zambezi River, one of the major rivers in southern Africa. 50. Which of the following describes sustainable exploitation of natural resources? A. Managing the use of natural resources to develop the economy. B. Extracting natural resources to improve people's standards of living. C. Taking advantage of available natural resources to improve agriculture. D. Careful use of natural resources to meet the needs of future generations. The answer is D. Careful use of natural resources to meet the needs of future generations. Reason being, sustainable exploitation means using resources responsibly so that they are available for future generations.